Today we're going to talk about how to put together our coaching approach. It is important to really think through your coaching philosophy. We need to build a basic foundation or a platform to help us make decisions every day during our season. Coaching youth baseball team is definitely going to bring challenges for us to deal with. You better expect anything and everything to happen. How are you going to react when stuff does happen? What are you going to base your decisions on? The first step that we are going to look at is to ask yourself, why do I want to coach? That's the big question. Why do I want to coach? Believe me, you'll be wondering real soon. So let's try to put some thoughts down and look at some of our answers. Or some of our answers might look like, why do I want to coach? Most adults have a child on the team. In fact, 85% of youth coaches in youth sports have a child on their own team. So that's a good reason to coach, since you have a vested interest in helping out your own kids. You also may want to be a strong role model, and we certainly hope you do. Another reason, you may want to demonstrate and reinforce good sportsmanship and fair play. In fact, I hope you want to do that too. You may want to make sure every kid goes through the season and leaves with a good experience and a love for the game of baseball. You also may want to make sure that the team has the dynamic practices filled with many competitions, and it's planned well and organized well, and ends with a lot of scrimmages and live type games. Kids really like to practice live games. You also may want to look long term and try your best to prepare to develop players even to make the high school level. We know that 75% of our youth kids drop out by the age of 14. So if we can get our kids to reach the high school level and compete up there with the skill sets to make that level, that's a good thing. Some of the things you should not include in your reasons for coaching are like making sure your kid plays the most or plays a certain position, or hey, we just want to win the championship. Now, there's nothing wrong with winning, but there's so much more to youth baseball than judging your success by winning alone. Winning is as a sole purpose is for coaching is reserved for the pros. Or to get my kids on the All-Stars. Well, don't get me started on All-Stars. Anyway, you may want to, one of your reasons why is you want to yell and holler and overcoach and ride players every time they make a little mistake or a bad play or a boo-boo. Keep in mind that good coaches never show up ball players on the field. Well, thanks for listening to the Coach Whisperer, and stop by at coachandplaybaseball.com, and we hope to see you at our next session.